Alright guys, so welcome to today's video, and in today's video we will create some kind of ice walk on top of the ocean. So that ice walk you see on, I don't know what kind of One Piece game you guys play, but there are probably some One Piece games out there who have this ice walk feature for the ice fruit. So I barely play any games, therefore I have no idea on how it is today. I used to play in 2016, 2017, so around that time. Okay, so first things first. You know that when you walk on top of the ice, on top of the ocean as an ice user, that some kind of platform is being created. So some kind of ice platform just is being created and expands on where you put your foot at, so where you step on top of the ocean. And we're now going to recreate that platform inside of Blender. So I have enabled this plugin on the left hand bottom corner whatsoever. So right here, you'll see my inputs. So just follow them if you want to, okay? So I'm gonna speed the video up at this point, so this is not going to be a Blender tutorial. I'm just gonna show you that I'm creating it inside of Blender and that you guys are able to see my input. So I'm gonna speed up the video at that point and come back when we're done with that platform. Alright, so this is it for the platform. Now, if you're done, go to File, Export OBJ, and then export this whole thing as a OBJ file, and then we'll see each other back in Roblox Studio when you have exported it. Alright, so here we go, back in Roblox Studio. Right-click on Workspace, and then add a mesh pod to it. And now, call this ice platform if you want to. And then where it says mesh ID, go to that folder icon and then import this platform you have just created inside of Blender. So regarding, wait, let me just import it quickly. So regarding the ocean, which we also have to create, there is one problem to it. And the problem is regarding the method which we're going to use to recognize when a player has stepped onto the ocean. So normally, when we speak of an ocean, we really mean this big ass area where just water is, you know. So it literally is infinite, and it always is some kind of flat area. So you do not have like those kind of waves or something like that. So you really have something which is as flat as the base plate, but of course infinite, and which is blue. And that's basically the perception of ocean which we are going to work with, because that's the most easiest thing to do. Now, let me just quickly design this platform right here. So, okay, so there we go. Make sure that it is anchored and can collide as true. And put it inside of the replicated storage, and also have some other stuff from the last videos inside of here. Let me just quickly get rid of them. Alright, there we go. So we have now imported this ice platform. Let me try to create this ocean I was talking about. So instead of having this spawn right here, let's move it right here. So I was just speaking about the ocean, and there is also Yeah, the feature which we could possibly add, which is that when you have some small areas of water, that they are also affected by this feature. Means when you have like some kind of map in which you have some kind of pool, okay? So pool and ocean, those are two big differences. And when we speak of a small area which only carries water, and we want this ice walk to also happen on that area, then we have to use a different method, because the method I'm now going to show you regarding this big ass ocean is going to be, or has to do with, water levels or ocean levels. So as in real life, there is of course some kind of ocean level, you know? So I don't know where you live, but your country, your location has an ocean level. So I don't know how many meters those could possibly be. And we are going to have the same thing. So if your player is very, very near, very, very close to that ocean level, and has the script, means this ice walking script, then ice platforms are going to be created on top of that, on top of that ocean, yeah. Okay, and that's basically the method behind of this. So let's create this ocean right here, insert a port, and put a block mesh inside of it. So that's like the old school way to create an ocean. So that's the way and how we have done this back then in 2015, 2016, and 2017. No. And also today, so this method is not deprecated or anything, but people are just coming up with meshed, bone meshes, so to create those waves. We are also going to do that, but people are now getting smarter with Blender, so we have to compete against them. All right, so this is our ocean. Let's call this ocean. Let's also change the color, because then we can really differentiate between our platform and this ocean. Okay, so what you have to do now is that you have to create a local script instead of our starter pack. Let's call this one Ice Walk, and add a remote event inside of it, and add a script inside of it. Now let's call this script Ice Walk Server, and the remote event Ice Walk Remote. Now what we are now going to do is that we are going to refer to the character, so game players, local player, but especially this way, because so let's do it this way. So basically workspace wait for child, and then basically a child which has the same name as our local player. So why can we do that? Because the character model of our player is being put inside of the workspace. It has the same name as our player. Therefore, this reference right here will work as far as your character is stored inside of the workspace and has the same name as your player. You can possibly have a game where this is not the case, but then you will have some kind of customized character, and I don't think that someone who has a game such like that would need to watch this tutorial, okay? So, while true do, so I know this is a pretty unpopular method. We could also do run service, render stepped, I think, was it? So we could also do it this way. So this literally has the same meaning as while true do. It is also some kind of loop. Now if character, so we're going to do the sea ocean level method. And let me tell you how this works. So we have this ocean level, which is minus 11.549. So it is this value at the middle. So this one, and this is your ocean level. So let's actually define it. Ocean level, workspace, ocean, position, Y. So the value on our Y axis. Now if character, humanoid root part position y is wait minus minus ocean level. So if this number right here, basically the distance in between, is not greater than, I don't know about 3, but let's say 5, then we want to create this ice platform. So script ice walk remote via server create path. Okay, now let's go inside of this ice walk server script. So basically we are fire serving this remote, and this will cause a reaction inside of this server script. So script parent ice walk remote on server event connect function player what. So the first argument is always the player when it comes to this on server event. So this on server event right here, it is responsible to react to those fire servers. And the first argument of our fire server is always the second argument of our on server event, because the first argument of our on server event is always the player. And the player is not added inside of here, so not this way. So it is just automatically being passed. Now, if what is to create path, then we want to create this path. And this path at this point is local x game get service replicated storage wait for child ice platform clone. So we are referring to the replicated storage and then to this ice platform, and then we are cloning it. Then we are putting it inside of the workspace, and we are setting the position to below our character. Okay, so I also want to add some kind of tweening where this ice platform just expands. But we'll see what we can do about it. Now the ocean just dropped. In order to prevent that, make sure that it is anchored and can collide as false. Even though the report is not a valid member of... Wait, so the problem was that for some reason we fell through. Either the platform was above us or... Wait. Problem is that we literally just fall through. And the question is, why is this thing coming up so late? Let's see what happens when we create this transparent part right here. Let's see how this ice platform develops. So we are basically able to stand on this. Okay. But it is always dropping down. And that's the problem. So that's the problem. So in order to fix this up, we can do it the following way. Why cannot be assigned to? Why? Okay, so maybe this will work. Let's see. Position is not a valid member of ice platform. Is he dump? Is this thing dump? Like literally dump as hell. Dump as hell. Let's add a timer inside of here, otherwise it is just spamming through. Position is not a valid member of mesh pod. Is he serious? Heh. What is this? What is this then? Wait, I literally wrote position instead of position. So that was the issue. Now, hopefully it'll work. There we go. There we go. Now to add some little variety to this, let's give it a random angle as well. Also change this to 1 or to 2 even, or even to 2, because as you can see there are way too much ice parts right here. Okay, so at this point it is becoming more dangerous. Also regarding this one, just to add some little more variety to it. What happened? What happened? So there are just way too much platforms, so I'm trying to get rid of that problem by checking whether there is a platform already instead of the character when we're trying to spawn another one. But it doesn't seem to do anything. So there are way too much platforms. Okay, so one platform. Alright, so what we have to do is we have to get rid of this platform immediately. So within, let's say, 0.5 seconds. And we also need to add a tween. So game get service, tween service, create, and this tween is going to expand this ice platform. Okay, here we go. So let's see what happens now. Tween service, property named size cannot be tweened due to mismatch. Property is a vector 3, but given is a vector 2. Oh my god, this auto fill in feature of Roblox is so awful. Alright, so this is what happens. We can actually get rid of this one. Okay, wait, so this one could get a little bit dangerous, too dangerous. Wait. Spawn function. So I'm gonna explain everything at the end, do not worry. So this has to be a lot more faster. Okay, so this is actually pretty okay. What happens when we do it this way? Okay, so let's just keep it as it is. So let me explain you what is happening right here. So instead of here, we are referring to the character, we are referring to the ocean level we have, and then we have this kind of loop, okay? And we are basically checking if the distance in between our humanoid root parts height to the ocean level, so the distance between the ocean level and our humanoid root parts position is not greater than 5 studs. Because if that's the case, then we want to create the path below the character. And when that task is supposed to be done, we are right here. So if the task is to create a path and there is no instance called ice platform inside of the character already, then we want to continue with the code below. So we are referring to the replicated storage and we are cloning this ice platform. We are putting it inside of the character and we are giving it a C-frame. Now this right here is a quite interesting part. Let me explain you why. Because we are setting the C-frame of the platform right here, but we are also setting the position of the platform below. So why? Now let me tell you what the C-frame right here is for. So the C-frame right here is there to... Wait, we could... Well, I was just thinking about it, but we could, like for real, do it this way. Player, character, humanoid, root part position. So we could just save up those lines and do it this way instead. So the C-frame now would only deal with the C-frame angles and would like change the angle of the platform each time randomly, so that there is some kind of difference in between each platform. Now regarding the position, basically it is positioned at the ocean level plus or minus a random number between 0 and 1. So this happens by creating a random number in between -10 and 10 and dividing it by 10. So since math random is not able to spit out decimal numbers, wait, yeah, since that's the case, we are creating them by ourselves. So 10 divided by 10 is 1, but 5 divided by 10 is 0.5, and so on. So that's like the idea behind of it. That's when how we create random decimal numbers, and we are putting them on top of the ocean level right here. So that's the reason why the path is sometimes below the ocean and above the ocean. It's just to create this variety, this difference. So the X position of the platform's position is the same as our player character humanoid root parts X position, and the same goes for the Z position. Now regarding the tween, so I hope that you know how the tween service works. If not, then go ahead and watch some videos of my channel, because I'm using this tween service a lot. And this is here to just expand the size of this platform. And basically this part right here is pretty useless, since we have no weight right here. So if you want to add some kind of cooldown for each platform, then just increase the wait time. But be cautious, because the more you increase the wait time, the more dangerous it is for your player, because the platforms could basically be too late to create the platform below the player, and the player would just fall through the ocean. So this could happen as well. But the idea of this is that those platforms which are created right here, they are becoming an old platform within any amount of seconds right here. It depends on what you enter right here, and them becoming the old platform results in this requirement right here to be fulfilled, because this ice platform, which is the ice platform till this way, or till this point, becomes an old platform right here, and makes it able for new platforms to be created, because there is no instance called ice platform anymore. Instead of the character, it is now called the old platform. And this old platform is being destroyed after 2 seconds. So you could potentially decrease this time and increase this one to find the perfect balance. But this was actually it for today's video, guys. Wait. Position is... oh my god! Wait, I have a typo somewhere. Position, position... position... Position is that, okay. Of course, take care of it. So I have double written position. There we go. Yeah, so you really have to find the perfect balance in between the wait time and this destroy time of each platform. Otherwise, you'll have the problem that the character is about to fall through any of those platforms. Okay. Yeah, so this is it for today's video, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If so, leave a like, subscribe, share this video to all your friends, leave me feedback in the comment section, guys. Take care and see you in the next video.